If you can hear me, please let me know.
Yeah, from my hand here, I can hear you. Good morning, Morgan.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, well done.
Hello,
Sir.
good morning. I can hear you.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So, how far about our last class? Any problem so far?
No problem.
What about the assignment? Hello,
Yes,
can you hear me?
I've done it.
Okay, can you
Yes.
please show that to us and take us through it so we can know what you've done exactly?
But Morgan, you did not send the running notes to us. You promised to send it. It's just only the recording.
The running note, the last class notes.
Yes, yes.
Yes, I drop it inside the in call message. I drop it. I'm very sure. And even like someone tried to request someone requested access from me. So I later grant access. I grant. So let me check.
Okay, sorry. Apple share if you can, if you can see it again, maybe I may be the one that requested for access, but I may not. I may just saw it. I may not even open it to even know. I just want to see either is it right or I don't.
Since that day, you yourself you have not remembered to ask. You should have had before now, not in the class now.
No, and towards the end of the class that day, I make the request, and
Yes, I said since last Sunday. By now, we should have reminded him in the group and checked it.
okay.
Yes, because
You may forget. You may have forgotten.
no, I'm very sure I dropped the note
No,
in
I said in the
the
WhatsApp group.
call
I said,
message.
I'm
Yeah.
saying what I know. What I'm saying is that in the WhatsApp group, if since you sent it in the group and they need it, if you cannot access it, you should have asked in the WhatsApp group before now, so that
Okay.
you have time to practice before the next class. No problem, sir.
Yes.
Okay, I will still look for it and drop it.
Send it to WhatsApp group, please. Send it to WhatsApp group.
Okay.
WhatsApp is we are used to WhatsApp. Seriously.
Okay.
I said few of us that WhatsApp is forcing to switch from WhatsApp. They are forcing us to
Okay.
leave. Okay.
Yes, please remind me after the class. I will drop it. I will look for it and drop it in the WhatsApp page. So what about the assignment, the point statement we are talking about? Hello?
Hi.
I said, what about the assignment?
I believe that's what Mr. Kazim is trying to show us now.
Okay. So before he come up with his screen, let me quickly take us through what we are going to be looking at for today. So I remember last class we'll discuss data inspection. So can anyone tell me the essence or the importance of this data inspection? Because I believe we are not just doing it for just doing sake. So there must be something we want to derive or achieve from it. Hello?
Yeah, I'm with you, sir.
Yes, I asked if you can tell me the essence of that our data inspection.
With the little of my understanding, the purpose of that data inspection is to know much about data validation and for us to identify and to resolve issue with missing value. And in time of, let me say, accuracy, to be able to do our analysis without any bug.
Yes, that we feel the inconsistencies in our data to us.
Okay.
So all those things that we need to take care of. So today we are still going to revisit that data inspection, then move on to how we can clean our data. So after that, we will move on to data type conversion, still under data cleaning. So after that, we'll apply functions to our column, data wrangling, grouping, sorting, and ranking. So, and after that, if time still permit us, we will quickly check how we can use AI to analyze our data. So if time permits.
Okay.
So Mr. Kasim, we are still expecting from you.
Yes, I've shared the screen.
Okay.
You see my screen now?
Okay, I can see now. But it seems your can you minimize your meet?
Okay.
Okay, I can see now.
So this is what I have done. So by the time I tap 5.
It's taken us to another level.
Error again now. It's showing correct before.
You've complicated the issue, Seth.
Okay.
So it will still not give you the right thing if you don't go ahead and solve the problem. And as we can see MP is not defined. That is, you are using a library, the NumPy library that you've not defined. You are using it. So you can move up and run that cell that you've defined you've import your move up and run that cell that you've import the NumPy library. Can you hear me, please?
Hello. Yeah, I hear you now.
Move up and run that cell that you've import the NumPy library.
Okay.
Just take your console up. Just take your console up, because I've seen that you have done similar one. I'm saying enter 7. It is an odd number. Go up.
Let him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let him scroll up. Scroll up.
You need
Up.
to.
That is it.
You need to
So
run
if
that one,
you
or
Import
you
file
copy it
as
and
MP.
paste it before you
just
do the
run
running.
it, just
Okay.
run it in that place. Just run it.
Sir, from what we have seen so far now, that means anytime we want to run any data, we must first of all define before we do anything. If we did not define it, it will be giving us error.
Yes.
I thought maybe if we have run it once, you're supposed to memorize it.
Yes, because you've closed that this page.
Okay, and reopen
So
it again.
so
Okay.
that session has gone. This is new session now.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So enter your number. Enter your number.
Okay.
Scroll down and enter the number. You can
It was giving me correct. Yes, what is
move
happening?
up again. Let
I
us
did
see
yes again.
the move up again. Move up. Let us see the okay. Run this import numpy as MP. You can run it again. You can see that it's not successful. Okay, go and run it back. Go and run that your code back now.
On my what back?
That code below,
The
go and run
number,
it now. You've imported it successful now. Scroll down. Oh yeah, run it. Let us see. Enter the number. Then press enter.
Okay.
Then it is still asking for another number now. Okay, it is
So it
an
has
odd
given me the answer.
number. Okay, this is what I want to check. In this first print statement, where you wrote the number is displayed as an odd number. So what I want to check is, I want to see how you can insert that number that you receive from user. I want to see how you can use it inside the print statement. So with what you've done here inside your print statement, this print f the number is displayed as an odd number. So you've done something that is correct, but this your code generally you've complicated it. I think Mr. Kayode,
yes, sir.
I walk you through the simplified fashion last week.
Okay.
The one we later used last week is more like simpler than this one.
Okay.
So whereby we receive the user input, then we use if statement just to check if the number modulo 2 equals to 0. Then we have our print statement. Then we move straight to the else part. I hope
Okay.
you remember that. So I believe you can get that simplified fashion from you and see how we simplify the whole assignment. Life is not this hard.
Okay.
Okay.
So let us
I will.
move on to today's business and proper.
So maybe because of our time, can you just, at least so far we are learning on daily basis. Is there any way we can modify this to that one and we just move forward and we just have the two version with what you explain now? Your own version will be shorter and maybe straightforward than this long one. Or what do you think, sir?
Yes, that is the right way to do it, because in the task you don't even need to use numpy array at all. Just get the input from the user, then check if it is divisible by 2. If it is divisible by 2, print out it is an even number. If it is not, then you don't even need the numpy library at all, because I remember I said the numpy library is for scientific computation. So I don't believe you are doing anything complex. It's just divisible modulo 2, checking if it is divisible by 2. So I don't even think we need numpy library. So but since you've used it, then you've it's like you've complicated the issue. So, but there is many ways to solve a particular problem.
Yes, yes.
So you might still go through that part and still get the right thing, but make it complicated for yourself.
Okay,
I hope you
thank you
get
for
that
that.
now.
Yeah, we do. Okay, sir.
So I want to share my screen now. So I've dropped the notebook share. Anyone with the link. Done. Okay, sorry, please let me also share the data.
Okay.
Download. I believe we still remember how to import our data.
Yes.
So I want to start by import the library that I want to use. So I'm using Pandas library. I believe Pandas is not new to us. So let me also import NumPy.
Your screen is not showing, no?
I'm sharing my screen. Can anyone see my
Okay.
screen?
Yes.
I want to also import NumPy as MP. So let me move this up here. Let me create another cell here. So I want to load my data sets. So I will click on this envelope button, click on this arrow, then move on to where I save my data. I will navigate to where, if it is under download, if it is under document, under picture, wherever it is. So this is my data. I will click on it. Then I have the file name here. Then click on open. So I have my data listed here. Then I click on these three dots to copy the path. Then I've copied the path. Then I will place the path here. That is the path for my data. So if I still don't copy that path, then paste it there, though that is the best practice, I may just type my data set name just like this. I may type it just like this, but that's not the best practice. So you might type something else and run into problem. So just copy the file path, then we are good to go. So here I've successfully import my data. Remember, we use pd.readcsv because I'm importing a CSV file. My data is in CSV format. So I want you to go and find out how I can load my data if it is in Excel format or JSON format. So I forgot last
That's the
class. I should
assignment
have
now.
yes, ask you to do that. So go and find out for me how we can import if the data is in Excel format, that's XLXC instead of this CSV, or if it is in JSON format, that is .json instead of this CSV. So go and find out that. So you can consult Pandas documentation. You will definitely see it there, or you check it up on the internet. So this is how I'm loading my data. Then I'm assigning everything to df. Don't forget, you can name it anything you like, but this df is like very handy. That is why we use df here. So you can name it anything you like. You can name it df retail data, anything you like. Just so let me click on run. So I've successfully loaded up my data. Then now I want to start my data inspection. So I want to check what the first 5 rows of my data looks like. So this is my first 5 row of the data. I can see the dates column, the stock column, product column, category,
quantity,
quantity,
units,
unit
sales,
price.
discounts, revenue, etc.
So I notice on this my fourth row, that is this third index, I can see I don't have discount code there. I don't have discount code. I have NAN, that is not a
Not
number.
available. Okay.
So that is a missing data for me. So let me move on. So what else can I still check? What else can we
The
still
last
check?
5 number.
So let me check the last 5 number so we can see what that look like. So what is the problem? df dot on dot t instead of df underscore t. So this is what the last 5 of rows of our data looks like. So let me check the total numbers of our df.shape. So in this our data set, we have 9 columns and 50 rows. As you can see, our data starts from 0, then ends on what 49. So that is 50 rows for us. So we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 columns. So with this, I can know the numbers of the numbers of rows and columns that I have in my data. What else can I still check?
We can check the
What
middle.
else? The
We can
by
check the
using
medium. We can check the medium, the middle.
by what command? By what command can I use?
I believe it's by info. But they made a
Okay,
mistake. Yeah.
df.info. So df.info gives us information about our data. We have our column, the numbers of missing data that is there, and the number of non-missing data that is there. Then we have the data type of the object. So I believe you want to mention df.sample.
Mhm.
So df.sample will just go into our data, then give us just one random number. So now I have 42. So let me click on run again. I will have another number. Now I have 16. Let me click on run again. I have what number now? Number 10. Then I can specify the number of rows that I want. So let me go by 3. So it will give me 3 random rows, 7 to 8. So I have another 3 random rows just to see what it looks like. So what else can we still check for in our data? What else can we still check for? I can do df.dtypes. df.dtypes. So these are the data types. So what else can I still look out for? What else? I believe is much more than this. So what else can we still look out for? What else, Mr. Kasim?
I'm with you, sir.
Yes, what else can we still look out for in our data to familiarize ourselves with the data and to see hello.
Yes, sir.
So what else can we still check for in our data? So df.columns. So I want to extract all the columns names. I want
We
to
can see
extract.
search for dates. We can see search for dates.
So that will be df dot no df dates like this.
Something like that.
So but this is data selection. So when we are selecting column, not
Okay.
under data inspection. So but we've not checked for the missing data. So we've checked our first 5, we've checked our last 5, we've checked the shape, the sample, the info. What else can we still check for? But we've not really checked for the missing data. So to check for the missing data, we use df.isNull. So df.isNull. So let me click on run and see what happens. So can we see? So df.isNull. So we can see all those that are our value are false, then the one with missing data are what are the true. So this one is also true. So let me go back to our data. So here under row 2, I have under sales rep, I have one NAN missing data. Let me go back and confirm that. So I have it true. Then I have that one here, but I believe this doesn't make sense enough to us. So instead of that, we can use df.isNull.sum. Then we sum up the whole thing. So if I sum up the whole thing now, so it will regard all those false as a 0. All these false will be 0, and those places that it is true will be 1. Then it will sum up everything for me on column basis. So for this date column, it will sum up everything, then give me the number of true that is there. Remember, false is 1, false is 0, then true is 1. Then if I have for date, if I have a 0 all true, that means I don't have any true there. So I don't have any missing number there. So for this third column, if I have 1 as my value, that means I have only one missing value
Number.
under that
So,
column.
okay.
So let me add dot sum to what to summarize the whole thing. So this is what I have now. So I can now see that under my date column, I don't have any
Missing
issue.
number.
So for my store, I have only 7 missing values. For my quantity, I have only 1 missing values. My sales rep 13 and my discount code 15. So let me confirm this store with what I've seen in my df.info. In my df.info, I can see 43 null count. That is, I have 47 values there. That means 7 values are what are missing.
Missing.
So I can confirm that here now that 7 values are missing. And mind you, since okay, this is data frame, you can use your since this is in form of data frame, you can use your dot edge. I hope that is clear.
Yes.
So anything that is in form of a data frame, so you can use your dot edge dot stay dot just to check up anything on it. So we don't really need that much, just to mention that so you can know that that's possible. So now we've seen the missing data that we have right now. So what would you suggest us to what to do now? We've seen the missing data now. So what can we do to our missing data now? What can we do to it? What can we do to it? So any suggestion?
I believe the next thing for us to find the way to clean it and to make sure that
Oh,
we get something better out of it.
okay. If we want to clean it, we have ways of cleaning it. So if it is a value that we don't want that value, we can use replace. But since it is unknown, since it is like missing value, we can do what? We can fill it with any value that we want. We can fill it with any value that we want. So the value that you will now fill it with now depends on the problem you are solving. Hello, is that clear, please?
Yeah, it's clear. Sorry, but I have a question. Now, the missing data now, is it an error from the customer or it's normal?
I can't hear you clearly, please.
Yeah,
I
I
can
said
only hear it's normal.
okay, I said the missing data, is it an error
Yes.
from the customer or during the copy, that's when the error occur? How?
Mm.
Hello?
I can, okay. If I had you right, you asked the missing data. Is it when an error occur or is
No,
that normal?
no, what I'm trying to ask is that the missing data, is it from the customer, is it from the source, or it occurred during when someone is copied from one channel to,
No,
to another?
yes, it's from the source. The data officer that is entering this data, they've omitted this space. They don't put anything there.
Okay, deliberately, or by mistake, or it may occur
It may be, yes, it may be deliberatory, it may be indeliberatory.
okay,
So as at that time, it may be they don't know this
the right
count
value
code,
to put. Okay,
or
okay.
there is no value there. So what you will fill it with, it depends on the problem you are solving. Okay, let me say if you are working on something like results or student score, and under the mathematics column, you can see one student there. What is there is empty. So you can't definitely continue your analysis with this NaN. So that will be problem. So it's either you replace it with something reasonable. So with that, since the under mathematics, the student did not present that day. So in that scenario, if we'll give that student a 0, I believe we've not done something bad. If we fill this NaN with zero in that scenario, I believe it's not that bad.
Okay.
Am I communicating, please?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but let us watch out for, let us all look out for what is applicable in this our own case. So let us watch out for what is applicable in this our own case. So while looking out for that, I will give you some minutes towards to import your own data to then perform your data inspection and see if you can do that successfully.
Okay.
I believe like 4 or 5 minutes will be okay for that.
Yes, you should.
Okay. Hello, are we done, please?
I'm almost done.
What about Mr. Kasim?
Almost.
Okay.
Okay, I'm done.
What about Mr. Kasim?
Yes, sir. Done.
You are done too. Okay. So let us now move on to, we've already known the numbers of missing columns, missing rows inside each column. So we've known what we have for store, what we have for quantity. So we've know what we have for quantity, what we have for sales rep and discount code. So we can even investigate more to check for, to see all those rows, all those 7 rows. This just like count it for us. Then we can investigate to see that 7 rows. And those are these 7 rows for store by using df.store. That is, you select the store name that we want to work on, that we want to check, df.store. So after selecting the store name, so let me click on run and so that we can see what it will give us. So it gives us the name of the store, both the one with NAN and the one with values. Then we tap into it by using dot is not value, dot is not value, dot is null. So with this dot is null, what will I have? So I have true, false, true, false, true, false. So I believe this is not sensible for me enough. So let me wrap it up by df so it can give me the values. So with this, so I have those 7 rows that are what, that are of missing value. So those are the rows. So with this method that I've used to check in, you can use that to what, to check for any column that you want to see only the only the missing values. So, and this is how to check for all. Instead of specifying that particular column that you want to use, instead of specifying, you remove it and use only df. But now you will specify the axis that you want to work on. Remember last time I mentioned for column is 1, rows is 0. So by now I have all the rows that missing value is involved. So it's either 1, 2. So there are 2 on some rows, only 1 in some. So that is that. Now let me now go to how we can fill up. So when filling up with those values, so the value that you are going to fill up with, it depends on that particular problem you are solving, as I've mentioned. So in this our own case, this is a retail supermarket retail data. So whereby we have dates of purchase, we have the store. So in that store, what do we have? We have those name of where that store is located. So if it is in Lagos, if it is in Port Harcourt, so we have the product name. We have the categories that product belongs to. So we have the quantity sold, we have the unit price, we have the sales rep, the name of the sales rep. We have the, what else do we have? The discount code. We have the discount code. Then the revenue generated from that products. So if we don't have a product name, but we have that category, can we still leave that row?
Yes, we can.
So it is only the product name that we don't have. We have all other information. So we have the quantity sold, we have the unit price, we have the revenue, we have everything. So can still leave that. Okay. What if we don't have category? Then we have the product name. So definitely we can still leave that. Okay, what if we don't have the store name? What do you think we can do to that? If we don't have the store name, hello, what can we do to that?
I believe the store name is very, very important for us to know which store the way we purchase a particular product from. In case of anything happen, we'll know where to return it to. I believe the store name is very vital. I don't know.
Yes, it's like identity.
Exactly.
So we can resolve that for any rows that doesn't have a store name, we can remove that row. We can drop it, remove it from our data.
Okay, completely.
Yes, because we don't need to run analysis on that row. So any analysis that we run on that row, we want to know where we will tag it to.
Okay. Mhm.
So we can decide to remove it completely. Then we can still decide to rename it, like we can like name it unknown. So if we have anything, we know that okay, it belongs to
Store.
those store that we don't know the. So we can rename it with unknown. We can drop it completely. So it depends on on the on your decision as the data analyst, and you must like come clear. You must state for them so what you've done. So for our sales rep here, so we want to fill it up with unknown. We want to fill our sales rep with unknown. So here where we check our, let me remove this. Okay. So we only have this store quantity, sales rep and discount code to deal with. So in our sales rep here, so we have to replace this with unknown since we don't know the name of that sales rep. And how can we do that? We can do that by using fill methods. So df.fillNA. df.fillNA. So how can we do that? I will start by first picking up the column that I want to fill up. So sales rep. So that is the column name that I want to work on. So df.sales rep. So with this, I've selected the name of that column .fill na. Then the name of that value that I want to fill the missing value with. So we've agreed that we want to fill it with unknown. Then after that, I need to assign, so I can just do this. So if I click on run, all those missing value, it will replace it with what? With unknown for me. But this doesn't have effect in my data set. This doesn't have any effect in my data set. All these are what I've written here doesn't have any effect in my data set. So do you know why? Let me confirm that. So by now, this unknown here, df.edge, df.edge. So by now, I'm expecting unknown here, but I still have NaN inside my data set. So can you tell me why and how to go about it? Why and how to go about it? Hello?
Yeah, we're with you.
Do you have any observation about that? While why I have unknown here, but inside my data, I still have NaN there. Because all what I've done here, I've not like attached it to my data set. I've not attached it to my what? To my data set. And how can I do that? Let me set my, like remember that of variable name. So all these things that I've done, I've created a new column, and this new column, I want to what? I want to set it to my sales rep. So all these values down here will now be the values for my what? For my sales rep. So let me click on run now. So let me go back and click on run now. Then I have it to be unknown. I hope that is clear.
Okay,
So
I believe it's clear because what you just did is that what Vapor did before, you did it generally without apportion, without I don't know the term to use, without instruction. With what you now did now, you are now you are now giving authority. You're giving an instruction to a particular sales rep that you want the infet to take place. At least, at least due to my little understanding.
yes, okay. With this that I've done before, it's just like an expression. Just like an expression. So in that, I've not set all this value because I pick this column then fill all the null value with unknown. Then this is what I have. So with these all values that I got, I now want to assign it with what? With this column. So, and how can I assign it with this column? This is how to what? To pick out any column that you want to select. Then using equals to df, then the name of the column, which I've copied up. So with everything that happened here, I'm assigning it to what? To this now. So this is what I have inside the, so all this value now, I've assigned it to what? To this column. So that is what I will have inside this column now. So all these things that I've been doing before without this left part is outside the data set. Our real data set doesn't know about it. So I hope that is clear. So
Yes.
another place that you can do that, another method that you can use is to use in place. So instead of having this part, just come up here, then use in place equals to true. So if you use in place equals to true, it will set the value to what? To your data set automatically without having to do what I have in this part. I hope that is clear. So this is another method that you can still use. So I believe we've done with that. So okay, let us also do that for our quantity. df.quantity. So most of the time, it is better to come up here to copy the name of the column. It is advisable not to type your own, to be on the safer side. So df.quantity.fill NA. Then I want to fill my NA. So in this scenario, I want to fill up with what? With zero. Any quantity that I don't have value there, then I want to fill up with zero. It will not that make sense to what? To put unknown. We all know that unknown is a string data type. So it will not
Yes.
make sense to put that unknown under this our float data type. I believe we all know that it will not make sense because we will definitely have error later on having two data types inside a column. So now I'm filling up with zero. So if I click on run now, so I won't have that effect inside my data pool. So I want to use in place equals to true. So with in place equals to true, so I will have that effect inside my what? Inside my data set. So let me now check again. And how can I check my missing value? df dot is null, and with df dot is null dot sum. So I have only store and what, and these are this can't code left. So with our store, I should have just advise us to do what? To replace all those NaN under store with unknown, but we already know how to replace null value with unknown. So I will advise us to what? To drop it off now so we can illustrate, we can know how to what? How to drop unwanted rows. I hope that is clear.
Okay.
So now we want to see how to drop unwanted rows. We want to see how to drop unwanted rows, and how can we do that? So we can achieve that by df dot that okay. If you want to drop a column, and if you want to drop a row, want to drop any row, so we use df.drop, df.drop. But since we are dropping missing value now, df.drop na. So then we pass in the name of that column that we want to drop. So I'm using in place equals to true instead of using df.store equals to all this. So this is what I'm using. So this will what remove all the, so that's successful. It will remove all the non-value here for me. So if I still check my data type again here, where am I doing that? So let me check back here. So I've removed all that. So let us check the shape of our data set now. We should have 43 df.shape. Sorry. So we now have 43 and 9 rows. So with that, we've dealt with our missing data. Now I want to check for duplicate rows, our duplicate data. And how can we achieve that? We use df.duplicated. We use df.duplicated to what? To check if there is any duplicate that. But if you still want it to summarize everything for you, you have this sum in front of this df.duplicated. So to have all those rows that are what? All those duplicate values for us. Then if you want to drop it, use df.drop duplicates. df.drop duplicates. So that is how you can check if you have duplicate value and drop it in your data set. Then I'm now moving on to data type conversions. Data type conversions. Now we can convert from one data type to another. So the last time I used df.dtypes, df.dtypes to check for, am I right? No. To check for our data types, if you notice, we have dates to be object, which is not so right. We have store to be object, yes, that's correct. Product category to be object, that's correct. Our quantity to be float, unit price to be float, sales rep to be object, discount code to be object, that's right, and revenue also to so we don't have much to change here, but we only have this date. So we only have it to to be in, we only have it to be in the right data type, which should be in date format. And to achieve that, we have pd dot to date time. So to convert date from that data type that it is to the right data type, we use this to date time for method. This to date time method, we use it to change so our data type. So and it will be like df dot what dot the name of that column that you want to change So that is what we are assigning it to. Then you have it to what? pd.datetime to date time. Then you have to mention it here. So if you don't put this part, then you have only this part. Don't forget, this will have no effect inside your data sets, in your data frame. So you will not see the effects. So you have to assign it with this value. So that is how to do date conversion. That is how to do date conversion. So let me click on run. So I have key error. So I have key error. So can anyone help me out on how to have the right value? Hello, any suggestion please on way out? I'm stuck. Hello.
Yeah, we're with you.
So we have error, key error. So up to this moment I'm stuck. So what is the way out? I have key error, date. Key error, date. So the root of this error, the cause of this error is what? I'm not picking up what I have inside the data frame. So this is what I have inside the data frame. So that is why I said it is
Okay, capital
advisable
letter D. Okay.
to what? To copy
I need to copy and paste.
rather than
Okay.
typing yourself, because Python is case sensitive. So it will not forgive you or just look out for you for you. So that is that about the what? The date part. So if you want to convert anything, you use to date time to convert to date format. So if I click on run now, so this should be in what? In date time now. So next, I want to see how I can convert some other things to so now I want to convert this float, this quantity to integer. Though this float is still okay, but just want us to see how to convert from one data type to another. So if I still it will still work for me if I decide to what? To move on with this float, but let me just change it to integer. And how can I do that? I can do that with as type. So this is the method that I can use now. So then how can I achieve that? Then I will first select the column that I want to change. So with df.quantity, df.quantity. So with this df.quantity, I can now do what? Use that as type method as type. Then inside parentheses, the name of that new data type that I'm moving on to. So let's go click on run. So if I click on run, you can see it has scraped all those decimal parts of it. It has scraped it off for me. All this decimal part has been scraped off. So but now I still need to what? To assign it with my, because without assign it, if I let me do this first. So I've not clicked on run. So let me check this first. So I still have it to be in float because I've not assigned it to df.quantity, but I've assigned it now, and let me click on run. So let me check back now. it should be in integer format. So our quantity is now in integer format. So that is how to do data type conversion. I hope that is clear.
Yes, sir.
So if you have your data to be in wrong data type, so that is how to convert it to the right format. So I want to apply functions to column, and that is what I left this missing value for. Before, we've dealt with our zero, our store, quantity, and sales rep. So we now have discount code. So I want to use it here on how to apply functions to what? To column. So I want to apply functions to column, and how can I achieve that? I can achieve that by using apply method. Apply method. By using apply method. So how can I achieve that? I can achieve that by what? By attaching my df.apply method. Then the name of that function that I want to apply. So let me name my function xyz.
God bless you. For the blood of Jesus.
Then the axis, which is the column. So this is how to apply function to
Chief
column.
engineer. Okay.
This is how to assign function to column. How to assign function to column. So if I assign function to column like this, so this is the function. Let me change this to function to make it so this is the function. So I now have to go somewhere and define my function. What I want my function to be. So in my function, so how we write function, if you can still remember, def. So I want to do apply discount. So I want to do apply this. I want to do apply discount. So this is too much for me to type. So apply discount. So that will be the name of my function. Then the parameter. Then this column at the back. Don't forget that. Then I will observe my this thing, my indentation. So after observing my indentation, then I start with if statement. So what I want to do now is to check if let me first extract out. df.discount code. So this is df.discount code for us. df.discount code. So I want to use .unique. So with this .unique, it will give me all the unique values that I have. So I have this 10, discount 20, then NAN. So those are the three values that I have inside my what? Inside my column. Then I can use n unique. I will add n to the front of this unique. Then it will give me the number of unique values. Now it will not display the unique value for me. It will just give me the what? The number of it. Then I have 2. So the NAN is what is excluded. So since I have 2, so this is the basis of what I want to do now. So if my row, if that particular row is of this 10, there should be a particular value that I want to assign to that. if there is a particular amount, then if it is of this another value, then I want to assign another particular amount to it. So if my row, then the discount code, then I'm selecting the name of that column now equals to this. Don't forget, I'm using this to check. I'm using this to check the equality value. I'm not assigning this 10 to what? To this value. I'm using it to check if it is equal. So if it is equal, this should happen. If it is equal, so I want you to set my row revenue, the revenue, I want to multiply it to what? To 0.9. I want to multiply 0.9. I want to multiply this 0.9 to what? To the value of the revenue. If this condition is true. But if it is false, you should move down to this. If it is true, I want to do this, multiply the value by the revenue value by 0.9. And after multiplying that value by 0.9, everything should stop there. Because for a function, everything stop on what? On return statement. But if this particular condition is not true, it should move down to S, to this elif part. In this elif part, if this condition is true, it should multiply my the value of my revenue by 0.8. So if this condition 2 is not true, if this condition is true, everything will what? End up here. And if this condition is not true, it will move that little bit to what? To this else part. And it is this else part that will cater for what? For that NaN part, that missing value part. It is that NaN that will what? That will cater for that our missing value part. So just to return the revenue in that what? In that value. So this is my column. Then if that is successful, then I want to apply that. Then the name of my function, which is apply disk, I want to apply that here. Then click on run. So remember df.apply discount. Then that is the name of my function. Then so this is what I have now. But this doesn't have any effect in my what? In my data set. This doesn't have any effect in my data set. So I have to assign it. So let us now take note. Now, if you want to have another column, remember we have 9 columns before. Now I want to hard drop another column. This is how to do it. So I want to add up another column. I write df, then that of that new column that I want to add up. The name of that column that I want to add up, so which is discount revenue. So just like I'm selecting an existing column, just like I'm selecting already existing column, then I'm setting all this value. I'm assigning all this value to that new column. I hope that is clear. So let me click on run. So if I click on run, so let me now check for df now. So df.add. I need only just three to check. So now I have one more column added. By now I have what? df.shape. It is now 10. It is no more 9 again. So if you want to have any, you want to add up any column to your data set, just have the value that you want to add up. The value that you want to add up, just assign it to the new name written in that format that you want to, that format that we used to use if you want to select a statement. So I hope that is clear. Any question up to this moment? Any question up to this moment?
For now, no question. But I may still have my time, maybe after the class, to go through the class again.
So now I want to look at merging and concatenation. That is, I want to merge data frame together. I want to match data frames together. So that is what I have under this merging and concatenation. So I have another data frame here. So this is the data frame, and I want to add it up to my existing data frame. So this data frame, I store it up with store info. So let me click on run and check what is there. Store info. So this is the data frame that I want to add up with my data now. So with this data, they store Lagos, Abuja, and Kano, Southwest, North Central, Northwest. Oh, this is the region that that store belongs to. So another thing that we can still check out in our data inspection is what? Checking for unique value. But you can't do that generally on the database. You must select that column that you want to check out for. Then I want to check for the unique value. No. So I will have error. Do you know why?
Yeah, because the store is capital letters.
I will still have error. I've changed it to capital. I will still have error. Why? I
No
don't
column,
put
exactly, no column bracket. Okay.
So now I have my store now. So I want to check for the unique value that is inside this store. So let me now do dot unique.
You're using capital. Okay.
Dot unique. So these are the unique value inside my data set. So I have Port Harcourt to be there, Enugu going to be there, Kano, Abuja, and Lagos. I hope that is clear enough.
Okay.
So those are the unique values. Then I can still do df dot this. So to check for their numbers. So since this is my data set now, but I think I don't need this now. I only need this. And you can even do this. You can change this thing to list. You can change it to list. So maybe you want to still continue working with the value, but you want to work. So you want to work with that value. With that value that you want to work with, you cannot continue using it like this. So if you want to continue using it like this, it is in array format. So that should be when you will remember your numpy. But if you still want to boycott that, you can do dot to list, if I'm right. Okay. So with this to list, it will change it to this for you. So it is now in list format. All those methods that we used to use in our list stuff, zero indexing, appending, removing, you can now apply it now. So that is just digress a little bit. So I'm moving on to the whole work now. So now I want to match these two things together. So this is my data frame, and the new data frame, which is store info, and the original data frame that we have before, which is df. So I want to match them together. And how can I do that? I can do that by using the merge function, which is pd.merge, 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 then the mother data sets, then followed by this one that I want to map, that I want to match with. Then I will have key, which is store, something that is in common to both of them. That is, I have a store here inside my new data frame. Then I have another store here in this my former data frame. So what will this now do for me? It will now go to, I want to combine these data sets together. So I will now have another column, which is region column, added to my data frame since I'm merging up. So I will have another column. But okay, since I have this store before, it will still be the one. It won't repeat itself. This store will still retain itself. It is only this region that will add up for me. And after adding up for me, anywhere that I have Lagos, the value of that region will be northwest. Anywhere that I have Abuja, the value for that region will be north central. So all those places, Port Harcourt, Enugu, that I don't have values for here, they will be what? They will be not a number. So this is how to what? How to merge two data sets together. So I've merged it up, but remember, this doesn't have anything to do with my major data set because I still have to assign it to it. So because I can, it can take effect. I hope that is clear.
Okay.
So I have, I want to add up this, and I've added it up. So the store will be added up, but since I have store already, and which is the key, which is linking both two data sets together, so it will still retain itself. It is only this region column that will be added up, and after this region column being added up, so it will map up this value with the value inside the store. Anywhere that I have Lagos, I will have southwest. Where I have Kano, I will have northwest. Where I have Abuja, I will have what? North central. So in the region column. So let me expand this. Dot add. So let me check for the first 10 values, the first 10 rows. So this is what I have, because I've click on run more than once. So that is why I have it like that. I've clicked on run more than once. So that is why I have it like that. So the place where I have Kano, this is what I have there. The place where I have Abuja, this is what I have there. Before, there used to be append value. Append. So if you use append value, but that append method is being duplicated. They are no more using it. They are no more using it. They are using only this merge now and concat. So that's how about how to merge two data sets together. So I also want you to find out for me how to use concat value. How to use concat value to what? So I want you to create two data sets on your own. It can be two column 1, column 2. It can be 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. Then another data set, the first column, the second column, the first column 3, 4, 5. Then the second column should be E, F, G. Then try to append it together. Try to concat it. So in that concat, you can concat with this merge. You see, we can only do column wise. We can add it just like this. But with that concat, you can add column wise and row wise. So I want you to check out how to do that for me. I hope that is clear.
Okay, sir.
So once again, concat method to combine two data frames together, and that concat is more powerful than this merge. It can concat row wise and column wise. So just create just a small data set like how I've done it here. So your first column should be maybe like number. The second one should be alphabet. The number should be 1, 2, 3. The second one should be, which is alphabet, should be A, B, C. Then create the first one. Create another one with 3, 4, 5, E, F, G. Then try to use concat value to add up that data frame, row wise and column wise, and see and let's see how it works tomorrow. So now I'm moving on to grouping and aggregating. So we can group our data. By using group by. And if you want to use group by, this is how to use it. So df.group by, then the category, then the name of that column that you want to group. So I can group by this category. So let me just copy the name to. So let me click on this. So what will I have? Something not that meaningful. So with this group by, then I will now enter the value that I want to group it. So this is the column that I want to group. Then I will now enter the value that I want to group it with. So let me group it with with revenue and see. So now grouping it with revenue, I can now add up the method that I want to use. You should go to the category method, the category column. You should group it by all those electronics should be in one group. All those accessories should be in one group. So if these electronics and accessories are in each group, then I want to sum up their revenue. So I want to now sum up their revenue. I can even find the mean of their revenue. So this is what I have now. I've grouped this my category column into two with this group by. I have the accessories and the electronics. Now that I've grouped it successfully into two, I want to find the mean of each group. So with this, I've find the mean of what? Of each group. I can find some other the descriptive analysis method that we discussed last week under df.describe. So I can use any method. So that is how to. So I can pass in any categorical method that I want to group. But it won't make sense if I'm grouping something that is not a categorical type of column. That is, all these Port Harcourt, Enugu, they are category type. Products, smartphone, laptop, headphones, they are category type. But all these unit price, they are non-category column. It won't that make sense if I'm grouping 977.8, because it will take this 977.8 as one entity here. So if I have more than one inside my column to combine it as two, then with this value, there is possibility that I might have it only once here. So it will now list everything for me. So it won't that make sense again. So that is how to use group by to aggregate. I hope that is clear. So here
Yes, sir.
we are using group by to group the sales rep. I'm using group by to group the sales rep. Then I want to check the total revenue they've generated for us. So I've done df.group by, not this one, df.group by. Then I group by the sales rep. Then I'm now checking the mean value of of their revenue they've generated for me so far. So I can see Ahmed have generated, Ahmed has generated 3372, John 3682. So this unknown, all those who belongs to unknown are 3131. So with this value, I can now make decision. I know that particular sales rep that is generating I know that particular sales rep that is performing well. I know, and I know that this Mary is not that performing well. So I can still dive deeper into what can be the problem. Then I can make decision with their value. So that is that about df.group by. It is all these things that we are using, all these things that we are going through one by one that we will be using during our analysis. When you are analyzing the data, so if they ask you, okay, we want to know a certain amount that each sales rep is generating. No one will tell you to come and do group by, then find the mean value, find the sum value. No one will tell you that. So that is why you are learning the tools. So, and these are the tools that you will be using. So they will just ask you a question. They will just ask you to go and carry out any task. So it is your own responsibility to know the right tools to use for that task. So that is that. So I'm moving on to sorting and ranking. So let me just brief this. It is as straightforward. So sorting means arranging data in specific order, while ranking means assigning position. So with this our value, we can sort it, whereby we will have it in ascending order or descending order, but by default it is ascending order. But you can specify if you want it in descending order. That is sorting for you. But if it is ranking will add another value for you. We'll add another column, for you, whereby it will rank it as the first, the second, the third. So that is just the difference between ranking and sorting. So you can go through this test to see the used cases. So I have 6 minutes more. So are we still together, please?
So
So
we are.
if you want to sort your value, this is how to sort it. By using the df.sort values. So if you use df.sort values, then we already know the value that you want to, the column that you want to sort with. So this is not a data frame format, but let me try to sort files. So now I have all these values are sorted for me. So John generated the highest value for us. So followed by Ahmed, followed by unknown. You know, as I have it the other time, that is being scattered. If you have like 50 sales rep to check, it won't that make sense or easy to check. So this is the right way to go about it. Just add sort values. Then default is what is ascending order. If I don't put anything, it will take it as ascending order. But if I want it to be the other way around, I will have to put ascending equals to false. Note, not descending equals to true. It only accepts ascending. And you set the ascending equals to false, or you don't use anything, it will take it as ascending. I hope that is clear. So then moving to ranking. What will ranking do for me? So rank will add another column to it. Then it will now specify the first, the second, the third, the fourth. So whenever you need to rank or whenever you need to sort, you know the right words, the right tool for you to use. Then I'm moving on to explanatory data techniques, explanatory data analysis. So in our last class, I already explained what this df.describe do for us. It is EDA method. Then it is also it is also an inspection method. So with this, we can see the statistical summary of our data. You can see now we have count 42. Let me click on run. So I have 43. I have 43 columns. Then under quantity, I still have 43. Under units price 43, revenue 43, and this count revenue for 43. The main value. This is the main value. This is the minimum value. the 25th percentile, the 50th percentile. So everything has been calculated for me. So I'm moving on to outlier detection. So majorly we used to detect our outlier with features. That is very easy for us to detect outliers with features. But you can also you can also like maneuver away your outlier or select any value that is outlier by this method. So in our next class, we will look into it proper, how we can maneuver outlier. Then after that, during our visualization, but I hope our data will just let us see that too. So we can easily see any data that doesn't fall within the range. And I believe we all know what outlier is from the name. Outlier is just that value that doesn't fall within the reasonable range. That is outlier, the value that doesn't fall within the reasonable range. And the value that doesn't fall within the reasonable range depends on what? On that particular problem we are solving. We don't have a general value for outlier. It depends. If you are dealing with a student score, whereby you are grading from 0 to 100, then you suddenly have one student to be 120. So definitely you will know that something is wrong. When you are grading from 0 to 100, you can't have these students to have scored 120. So, and this is how to select that score. So just select that column that you want to select the outlier, then select the value that you want to check with, then wrap everything. So that is outlier. But majorly we used to determine that, we used to see that in our visual. So that is outlier detection, and it depends on the problem you are solving. So maybe you are dealing with like hospital data. So while checking the age of pregnant women in the data set, you now notice that one of those pregnant women is 76. You now notice that the age of one of those pregnant women is 93. You have known that, oh, this doesn't fall within the within the reasonable range of the expected pregnant women. So those are the outliers. So your decision, what you will do to that outliers now depend on on your decision as the data analyst. If you are to consider them, or if you are to drop them off, to delete them. So that is that. Then we still have univariate analysis. So just to mention it here. So majorly all what we've been doing before, it has been falling under univariate analysis and bivariate analysis, but it is not just been like stated or just emphasize that, okay, we've been doing univariate analysis or we've been doing bivariate analysis, but it has been falling under what? Under univariate or bivariate analysis. So univariate analysis means analyzing just one variable. When you are analyzing just one column at a time, that is univariate analysis. So like we've been doing here, have we done anything? Like we've been doing here, dealing with only discount code. So we've not done that much. So when you are dealing with only a single column, that is univariate analysis. All what you've been doing is univariate. So an example will be my df.revenue column .revenue. Can you suggest that for me? Okay, revenue column. Then I want to sum up the value of my, so the total revenue generated from that store. So this is the total revenue generated from that store. That is total revenue generated. So that's been an example of univariate analysis. All what you've been doing that is being pertaining to only one column, that is univariate analysis. So we still have bivariate analysis. So those are just the example. Checking the describe, the value count, plotting histogram of quantity. So those are examples of univariate analysis. Then we still have bivariate analysis. Bivariate analysis is when what you are doing is what is concerning two or more columns at the same time. Like this here, where we are grouping, we've been doing bivariate analysis unknowingly. You know, we are dealing with two columns at the same time. We've been doing bivariate analysis unknowingly. So that is just univariate analysis and bivariate analysis. In bivariate analysis, you are dealing with two or more columns at the same time. So you are checking the relationship, how they are related, or anything you are checking. So that is bivariate analysis. But in univariate analysis, you are only dealing with a single column. So I will also emphasize that too when we are doing our visualization. The visualization for univariate analysis and visualization for bivariate analysis. So till then, so I believe we've done for today. So let me now move on to, or should we call it a day? It's time already, but I quickly want to brief how to use, excuse me, please. I want to quickly walk us through how to use AI to analyze our data. So we don't have very much time for that, but I just want to like
You
add
can
it
go
up
ahead, sir.
to this because it is very important that anything we do now, it is very, very important to know how to do that with what? With AI. It is not that you don't know what you want to do. It's the reason being using AI, but you need to use AI to be more effective. It is not that you don't know this data analysis. It is not that you can't group by. Then it is not that you can't come here then check the total revenue for us. You can come here and check the total revenue for us, but AI might be more effective than you. So it is very important at this stage that we are, that we know how to do what, how to use AI. And there is this one saying that AI will replace you at your workplace. AI will definitely not replace you. AI will not replace you, but it is that your colleague, your friend, your colleague at work that have that knowledge of that's your colleagues that have that knowledge of AI. They are those ones that will what, that will replace you with no knowledge of AI, because they will be more effective than you. I hope that is clear.
Yes, sir.
So they will be more effective than you. That is why they will be the one that will
Be in charge.
so to use AI in data, to use AI as an analyst. So you can't just use it like any other person will use it. I can just go to like ChatGPT to just do anything. I can ask anything, I can give anything, but you, data analyst, your work as a data analyst is very, very, very critical. So you deal with privacy a lot. You deal with what? You deal with privacy a lot. So let us now imagine that Mr. Kayode, you are the owner of this supermarket. You are the owner of this supermarket. You own this supermarket. Mr. Kasim, you also own a supermarket. So both of you are what? Competitor. So you now hire me, Mr. Kayode. You hire me as your data analyst, or I'm working for you as a data analyst, or you contract your this thing to me. So will you be happy if I expose this your data to your competitor? Will you happy about that?
No, at all, I will not.
So now I don't carry this data to go and meet your competitor, but once I've uploaded this data into the internet to work for me, once I've uploaded this data on the internet, so the internet, the way they the AI, the models, the way they program it, they learn from what you are the user, what you are giving in as prompt, what you are input to it. They program it in such a way that they learn from it. That is why if you go to ChatGPT, if you type your name, your details, later on when you are referring to your name, it will definitely tell you, okay, your name is this, because it has saved that information and it has learned from it. So who knows, if I uploaded this your data to the internet, if I uploaded it to the internet, who knows if your competitor, it might be going to, okay, who knows if your competitor going through the AI, it will be your data that AI will what? Will give. The patterns in your data, it might be what it will give as what? As a response to what your competitor is going through. So as a data analyst, you can't just upload your data just anyhow. As you can see here, I have it here as, okay, it is everywhere. There are so many devices, so many like platforms where you can use. There are some like Julius AI where they are strictly data analyst platform that you can use, and they are open. We still have ChatGPT. You can still upload your data, it will analyze it for you, but it is not advisable to do that. So which is the easiest method. So you can still, I have another one here being attached to this my workspace. I can upload my data. So this is how this thing works. We have two types of model. We have closed model and open model. Closed model and open model. Closed model are those models that are, or let me call it proprietary model. They are the model that is being operated by the owner. Like for example, ChatGPT, it is being operated by the what? By the owner. So you can't have the model, you can't like use it on your own system. If you want to do anything, they will do it for you. If you want to ask any question, you will ask it on their platform and they will do it for you. And you can also integrate to their platform through API. I can build an app. I can build my own chatbot or ChatGPT, whereby we give it interface, but behind the bar, I've been connected to that ChatGPT API. So they are the engine doing the underground work for me. They don't give me their model. And at the same time, we still have open source model. Open source model are those type of model. For example, Llama by Facebook. Once they've built out model, they've released it to the internet. You can download the model and use it. You can download the model to your system and use it on your own system. So if you are using that type of thing on your system, everything that you are doing is still on your own system. So you can upload your data. You can build it, manufacture it in such a way that you can upload your data. It will answer the question for you. It will analyze it for you. And if it analyzes it for you, everything still remain on your system. No information is going out.
It's leaking out.
So that is our open source model. You are the one using that model. Even if you don't, like your system can't contain that model in terms of memory, there are still some platform that host that model that they are the host of that model, but you can connect to them to use that model, like Hugging Face. They are the host, but you can just connect to a model, then use it. They don't know about what you are doing. They don't know about what you are analyzing. But if you are using proprietary or closed model, they definitely have 100% access to your data, to any information being given up to them. So that is where we need to what? We need to take care as an analyst. So we need to what? Take note of that. It is very important. Know where you can upload data to and know where you can't upload data to. So like this one that I'm doing now, so I can just come here, I can upload my data. So analyze your files with code written by Gemini. So this Gemini is being owned by what? By Google.
Google. Okay.
So they are the owner of this Gemini. So and you've seen it comes very like handy. They've attached it to this notebook for me to use. So I can click on upload to what? To upload my data. So retail sales. So let me upload my data and they will do so now I have prompts. Enter a prompt here. So this prompt is as powerful as anything you want to do. You need to like make it like clear, explanatory enough to have the best it can do for you. So but just to save time, analyze this data for me. Analyze this data for me. I've completed my data already. Then so it's processing. So while it is being processing, you can see those are the steps. It took data loading the data, data exploration, data cleaning, data wrangling, data analysis, data visualization, finish task. And these are what? These are the data analysis techniques. Data analysis techniques, from loading your data to inspecting, checking it, after that cleaning, after that wrangling, analysis, visualization. So now I will now ask it to what? To execute plan. It's asking if I'm sure, then continue. So it will now what? Come down here, then give me full analysis of my what? Of my data. So as you can, if you notice, my own notes stop here. My own notes stop here. So this is where it starts its own analysis. So data loading. So in data loading, so it's trying to load that data by using read CSV. So after checking that, it's trying to display your data for you, df sales.edge. So it asks it to try this. It's trying to achieve this. But if this failed, it should print this out for you. Print retail CSV not found. Or if the data is empty, this is what it will print for you. If there is error in your data, you actually uploaded your data, there is value in your data, but there is still error in your data that it can still work with. It will upload, it will like print this for you. Then if that error is so like cumbersome, it doesn't know where it belongs to, it will. Can you now see that I cannot be as efficient as AI?
Wow.
Can you now see that even all of us combined together, we cannot be what? We cannot be as efficient as AI because it has taken care of all those possible cases of error that we might have. It has taken care of it for us. So these are our first set of data, our df.edge. So the exploration aspect, df.shape, checking the shape for us, checking the data type for us, the statistical summary, df.describe. So it has done a lot of things for us, even visualization. It has done a lot of things for us. So it encounters error here, and it states the reason. So this is what it has done for us. Can you see? 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 And I can even ask it to prepare reports. You know, as a data analyst, when you have this visual, it is this visual that you will study. Inside this visual, you study it, then you will make your recommendation or conclusion that okay, people benefited from this category of discount code. That is our package discount 10. We have much beneficiaries than this category. You know, it is your work as a data analyst to check that in the diagram, then use that to write reports. So it can even generate reports for you. And we've done this under 5 not even up to 5 minutes, if not that I'm explaining, not even up to 5 minutes. But let me now ask you, if you are doing this yourself, I gave you this data, you want to do it manually. So you will use up to how many hours? Let me ask you.
We may be there for the next 3 hours, battling it.
Okay. Now take yourself as the employer. Take yourself as the employer. So, well, if I am to do this, I will not be as detailed as this. I will not be as explanatory as this, but under 1 hour to 1 hour 30 minutes, I will do something for you. I will do something for you within 1 hour to 1 hour 30 minutes if I'm serious about it, like normal, when I'm doing things on my during the weekend on my own, doing it freestyling. But when I'm doing it as a normal day, my work task, so I'll be very serious about it to deliver on time. Let me say 1 hour 30 minutes. So if I can do this 1 hour 30 minutes then you are the employer. Then you have another staff that can do this in 5 minutes, even better than me. Then move on
Well
to another
detailed.
task,
Wow.
well detailed, better than me. Then move on to another, then assign another task to the employer, then move it on. You will still notice that, okay, if I can handle like 3 data a day, that person can handle 20. Later on, you still think like, Mr. Yusuf, like, you need to like excuse us. Won't you say that? Won't you say that? But you see, it is not the other guy that is doing it so perfectly, so fast. It is not that it is doing it off hand. It is not that it's like doing it on his own head, but it is using the smart tool.
And the employers know that's what he's using.
If the employer know that that is what is using, employer doesn't employers doesn't have problem with your method. They don't really sorry please, they don't really have problem with your method. They are very much interested in
And
what?
the result.
In the result, but it is you that should not use method that will what? That will sack you, or method that is will get you query. I hope you understand.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
any method that you are using, you should use it wisely. So this is just a tip of what this can do for us. Though what I've done here, I can say is very, very unprofessional. But I just want you to see the power of what? The power of AI. What AI can do for me. So because I've uploaded this data to what? To the internet, to the Gemini, and they've analyzed it for me. So they now have access to what? They now have access to what is inside my data, which is meant to be what? Private to me and the owner of the data. So if I want to do the same thing without uploading this data, and I still want to use this closed source method, the closed model, whereby they will do the analysis for me. I hope you get what I'm saying. They will still do the analysis for me.
Okay.
So what can I do? This is my data, the real data that we are working on. So this is the real data that we are working on. So let me move up to my. So this is the real data that we are working on. My df. Let me check my df once again. It's not defined. Okay. So I now have my df defined again. So instead of me sending all these things to the internet, I can do what? I don't want to spoil this note here. So let me come and do my explanation here. So by now I should have my df. Now I have my df. I have 50. So it doesn't make sense to do that. So let me just check for the first
5 or 10. Okay.
just to have an idea of what is inside my data set.
Okay.
So now I don't want to upload all these values to internet. I don't want to upload it to internet. So what can I do? I can build up my own dummy data. And how can I do that? Let me first extract the name of the columns. This is the name of the columns here. I can change it to list. So to have it more handy when working on, so it will be much more easier for me to work with this list than that array. So I have the name of my columns here now. What else can I still do? I can check for the data type, df.datatype, data type. Am I right? Hello? Are we still together, please?
Yeah, we're with you.
I want to check for my data type. Am I right like this?
Yes, you should. Yes.
No, it's df.dtypes.
Oh, okay.
And if you want to check for a single data type, you use the type.
Okay.
That column name, which is date, then the type dot the type without s. What is the problem? So without s. But if you want to check for the whole data frame, this is how you will check it. So instead of that, I can come up here. Hello, are we still together, please?
Yeah, we're with you.
You know, this AI here, you can still do some other things for us. But since they attach it to this notebook, they've attached it to this notebook, they've already programmed it, or they've already told it to work as an analyst, as a data analyst. So when I entered can you see how it responded to me? Hi there, I am an AI assistant for Google Colab. I'm here to help you with your data science, machine learning, and coding in Python and R. I can write code, answer questions, help you get your task done in Colab. So, why not let us ask it to what? To have another data type for us. And if this doesn't give you what you want, you can move on to ChatGPT, copy this column name for ChatGPT, then copy this data type here for the AI that you want to use. You can even come here and copy. Sorry, let me go back up again. So you can even come here and do df.info. You can copy this, copy it for what? For ChatGPT or any AI that you want to use, any AI tools that you want to use. When you copy it to you, then ask it to what? To generate data for you in this format. It will generate this data for you. Then in that data, it will include 47 non-null. Then the other 7 will be what? Will be null. By that, you have the replica of your data. Then you can use that to what? To analyze your data. Then if you can use that to analyze the dummy data, then you have the whole stuff like this, like I have it here. You know, my AI tool has what? Analyze everything for me like this. Then I can just come here, then change that data name. You know, it is the dummy data that he analyzed for me. Then I can come up now with my own data. Then come up now with my own words, with my own data, then have the thing done. Then when I come up here with my own data, then I will now start, since it is still the same thing, it is still the same data, so I can, when I run it now, it will not display that value of the own data again. It will display my own words, the values inside my own data, because that the dummy data is just that AI analyzed is just the
A
replica
guide.
of
Okay.
my
Of
own
what?
data.
Okay.
Any problem that it should have been encountered in my own, it would have encountered that in that dummy data too and solve it. I hope that is clear. So with this method, I can come here, then run all the exploration, do anything I want to do, then without exposing my real client or company data. And I can still do that as fast as it can. Then we have a lot of platform where you can do your data analysis. You have a lot of platform where you can do your data analysis. So and I'm even working in one of those AI company, but our own is not free. Our own is not free. You subscribe to our own and it is majorly for business owners. So our own is not free, but we have a lot of platform that you can use that they are majorly for what? For AI, for data analysis. They can analyze your data for you. Then they will give you your response. But the problem is, are those platforms, are those closed or open source? That is what you need to understand. Are they closed or open source? If they are open source, fine. You can, if you know little coding, and with all these things that we've done, you can read code. You can import that your open source here. Then if you can build a platform where you can upload your data, you are good to go. Thereby, you just upload your real data to the open source, because everything ends on your what? On your system. Nothing is leaking out. But if you think that is stressful, you can just come up with what? With another method whereby you can use the closed source to analyze your data. You can use your what? Your closed source to what? To analyze your data without being exposing your data. But if you want to go by the open source model, if you do it every time, since it is like work you do, you are a data analyst and you analyze data almost every time. So you can build that thing for yourself. So you will not be doing stress of uploading data. You will not be doing stress of checking the data type, generating dummy data. You can just upload your data and the tool will be on your system. You are leveraging on the open source model to what? To analyze your data. And once it's done with the analysis, you check it. If it is correct, then you go through your. So another thing that you need to take note of is AI do hallucinate a lot. It do mix things up. And the most funniest thing is that it will sound confident. If it what? It will sound confident about it. So if I want to ask you now that, if I want to ask AI now that, okay, what is the name of the president of Nigeria in 2028? So if the AI is smart, it will definitely tell me that it doesn't have access to the information of about 2028. The data they trained it with stopped at like 2023. Any information other data than that, it can't answer it. That is smart enough. But if you are using the one that is not smart enough, it will give you the name of that what? Of that president in year 2028, which we don't even know, and it will be so confident about it. So that is called as hallucination. So with that hallucination, you need to what? Check what AI has done for you. So if with all what we've done in our, since we've started our last two classes, we've started the data analysis aspect. If AI will generate this for you, I believe you can go through it and check. Okay, you know what this line is for, or don't you? Hello, are we still together?
Yes, sir, we're together.
So if AI generated this for you, you know what it is for? That,
Exactly.
okay, it is
We
reading
use
in
it
the
to import
CSV.
exactly
So,
our data
and
set,
if it generates the wrong thing, you can easily correct it. Okay, oh, this is not the name of my data set.
data set.
So it can remove the T for you. Then you have error. You can easily come up with, okay, this is not the name of my data set. Then you know what this. So this is different from, you are different from another person that doesn't have the knowledge
Have
of
any
data
idea?
analysis, that doesn't have
Okay.
these ideas of data analysis, that just
How
upload the
to
data.
double check? Okay.
So that is, since AI can do the analysis for you, so why do I need to still register for this data analysis class? Why? Since AI can do it for you, I can
You
just
need
get on the value, but I can just upload the file, the data, then it will
analyze it for me and
analyze it for me. But that's understanding the do and don'ts of data as a data officer. That one might not know, but you will definitely know the do and don'ts of data. That, okay, if I still want to use the closed source, this is how I'm supposed to use it. If I want to use the open source, this is how I'm supposed to use it. So that person that doesn't have the knowledge
data analysis, basic knowledge.
of data analysis cannot know that, okay, I'm meant to extract the column like this, or if I get the whole information like this. Would that person know?
At all.
So it will just upload everything, then run
Expose
itself
the
into
customer data to
trouble.
the world.
And I think this has even caused problem with Samsung before. So they expose some data that are not meant to, with this AI of a thing, and it leads them into problem. Samsung people.
Oh,
So that is that about using this AI. So AI do hallucinate a lot. Then you can
double check.
still check. Okay, is checking for you can easily know that, okay, df sales, it saves the name of that data set as what, as df sales, because you have the basic knowledge. I hope that is clear enough. So we can easily check, okay, it's run into error here. What can be the problem? What can be the problem? Okay, it's trying to plot a box plot. So you see, using what it is not supposed to use. So since you already have the knowledge of box plot, you know what to use to plot box plot. You can easily come in then and intervene. So the layout keyword is not supported when by is none. So you can go ahead and solve that. So it is very important at this era that we know about AI tools. And the more you know about the AI tools, the more life becomes easier for you. The more you know about the AI tools, the more life becomes easier for you. So if you know about AI, so you will be very, very much efficient in anything you do than those with those knowledge of AI. So, and with that, you can claim that saying that AI will soon replace, AI will replace, AI will replace. AI can only reduce number of staff.
Okay.
And it will reduce it to what? To those of you that knows how to what? Use AI. AI cannot enter the, just know that, okay, I'm meant to go to my download folder, pick up the data, analyze it, do it like this. You will still be the one that will direct the AI to do what you want to do. AI as of today can still not do that. You will still be the one that might be using AI. You might now be the one that will send all
Instruct. Okay.
your
Instruct AI
colleagues.
what to do.
Yes, you'll be the one that will instruct AI what to do. You will be the one that will instruct AI what to do. So and that is the proof that you, with the knowledge of AI, will send all those with knowledge of AI. You will what? Send them off. So it is very, very important to have this knowledge of AI. And the more knowledge you have, the more easier things will be for you. So let us call it a day. Then we continue from this place tomorrow.
Well, thank you very much. Thanks for your time.
You're welcome.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
I don't know if you
Thank
have
you
any
very much,
questions so far.
Mr. Yusuf. Let them go and practice what you've learned already, please. Let them go and practice that and ask questions in the group. So we'll meet tomorrow
Okay, thank
by
you very much, Mr.
by
K.
4 p.m. You're welcome, Mr. K.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank
That
you,
is
sir.
double K. You can call me
This
that
way.
like
Yes,
K.
yes, oh. Yes, oh, you're right.
Okay, have a nice day.
Okay, sir.
Thank
Thank
you,
you
boss.
very much. Yeah, cheers.
You're welcome.
Mhm.